Hello, parents. My name is James Puliatte. I am your child's sports and entertainment management teacher. I just wanted to record what I'm kind of going to do tonight for a back to school night in case there's any glitches with technology or if any parents can't make it tonight. This is here, obviously, in the meeting tonight, in the back to school night. I'll be able to take some more questions, but if you have any questions for me at the end of this, you should have received an email from me today, the link to this video, but my email is jpuliatte, P as in Peter, Uliatte, @flboe.com. That's the best way to get a hold of me. But let's go right into what this class is about and what I'm about and all that fun stuff. Oh, sorry, let me just run back real quick. You can always access this back to school presentation following this link, tinyurl.com/SEMBTS20, Sports and Entertainment Management Back to School 20. That's kind of where that came from. These are just different quotes I've got from students, from feedback that I receive. I always ask students to kind of give me my own report card when they get report cards. So about me, my name is James Puliatte. Like I said, this is my 13th and a half year in the district. I'm an alternate route teacher. I went to school for business, for marketing at West Virginia University. I was 2012 Teacher of the Year for Fort Lee High School, our Educator Person of the Year, Google Certified Trainer and Educator, two-time father. So that's my daughter Maverick and my son Atlas there. And my email, jpuliatte@flboe.com. And my extension at the high school is 6529. So what is this course about? So basically, what happens in sports and entertainment marketing is, or I'm sorry, sports and entertainment management. We provide students with an overview of marketing, advertising, and management in sports and entertainment field. We use Fort Lee High School as much as we can as our clients and the student body, and community as our target market. Now, that's not to say that we're like a school store or anything like that. We're not that, but we are learning about how to manage sports and entertainment in the sports and entertainment field. So we like to use as many real world type of scenarios and things as we possibly can. Students will also learn the impact that sports marketing, management, and advertising has economically. So we do a lot of right now there's a lot going on that we can do and look at. We've actually already looked at a little bit of the NBA finals. We look at the court, and I have them pick what we're actually going to do tomorrow. They're going to try to count how many advertisements they see. And it's funny, when we looked at it just for one quick second, it was like 4 or 5. Now, if you close your eyes and think in your head what a basketball court looks like, you've got NBA logos, you've got logos everywhere, on the jerseys, on the uniforms, on the top of the basket, on the ball. That's all type of advertising. I'm trying to get across to students and promotion to the students, like it's all around us. Kind of pay attention. That's part of the lovely part of this remote learning. My dogs are barking very loud. I'm not going to yell at them because they'll just keep doing it. So I'm going to shut the door. Hopefully it doesn't distract us too much. And students will also use what they learn to create marketing plans and goals for different specific school activities and sporting events. But we do tend to kind of look where the students want to go. So a lot of times we end up going more current events, more topical things. We spend a lot of time with the Super Bowl advertisements. We spend a lot of time with March Madness, or we usually did, we couldn't last year. So I think it's a really good opportunity for students to kind of start with what they know, meaning like the school type of stuff. Like we talk about when they sell tickets to homecoming. Well, what's your reach? They don't really know what reach is. How many people can you reach? Well, we can reach the whole school. Well, the way that you sell tickets, you sit in front of the cafeteria and you sell during lunch periods. Well, now what do? We're not in the cafeteria during this remote time. Even when we are back, you sit in front of the cafeteria during lunch. Most of the people are going outside and have already passed you by the time you set up your table, sell tickets. So we talk about different ways to more effectively do things like that. Moving on to the schedule. Schedule's a little weird in this class just to begin with. So it's a hybrid course. Don't let that word hybrid confuse you with all the hybrid you hear about the hybrid scheduling. This school course was always a kind of a hybrid course. All that means is we meet Monday, Wednesday, and Friday if you're in period 4, sports and entertainment management. If you're in period 7, you go to study hall that period on Monday, Wednesday, Friday. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, period 7 now comes to class, and period 4 goes to study hall. And in the second semester, it kind of flip-flops. The idea being that in their study hall, they're working on assignments for this class. Basically, with the feedback I've gotten in the past, when I've taught this, is the students, because it's mostly juniors and seniors, we do have some sophomores, they really say that this helps them when they go on to college or when they go on for a job, because they see me one day, then they might not see me for a couple of days, but they're still responsible for getting their work done, communicating with me, which is huge, especially in this remote atmosphere. Communication is key. That's not just a cliche. Students with tech difficulties, etc. As long as there's communication, that's kind of all I really need. I need to know what's going on. If the internet's down for 2 or 3 days and the student isn't getting an assignment in, again, I can work with that. I just need to kind of know from them. Now, like I said, it's a lot for them, the schedule, because with this remote, we're day 1 and day 2. So day 2 is when period 4 and 7 both fall. So the students in period 4 meet with me on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, when day 2 falls on Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So I went in and I color coded a calendar, and I teach athletic coaching courses, so it's the same thing for them. So I color coded a calendar for them, so hopefully it's easier. But even another step I made is I have this might not mean much to you, this class schedule. Basically, every day we have a class, they get a announcement from me via Google Classroom that says, don't forget we have class today at 8:20 if it's period 4. And you can see the gray ones are the ones that I have already ready to go, scheduled and kind of set. So it's very important. I want to make sure that they aren't missing anything, or they don't miss class because they didn't know we had class. So required materials. It's funny, a lot of these things are things that they need now for all classes, but this class kind of always needed the Chromebook and a device with internet access. Again, before we're remote, I asked students to bring headphones, so when we're working independently or when we're watching video in class, they can listen. I even say go to the dollar store and get them. But now even more, it's probably even more important to have them. If they don't, it's fine, we can work on it. It's just easier for them to talk and hear. And your computer, they might have a microphone issue. If you can get earbuds that have the microphone, and might make your life a little easier. Again, not a make or break kind of thing. Access to Google Classroom. I've seen every kid that's in the roster at least once, so we know that works. Remind 101, they've set that up. We've set that up together, the students and I. Basically, it's a way for me to send them reminders, like quick little reminders. It's an app and a website, that are more time sensitive than using Google Classroom. For a quick kind of, don't forget we have class in 10 minutes, or don't forget, when we're back in the school, if we have to move and go to a different room, or if there's some sort of announcement they need, I use Remind 101. I've used it as a coach. I've used it as a teacher for many years. It's been great. And enrolled in the Google Classroom. Again, they're in there. My grading setup, simple. My summative assignments, which are the bigger assignments, the larger assignments, the cumulative assignments are 60% of the grade, formative, 40% of the grade. We do like a weekly class participation grade, or like weekly work grade. It's basically everyone starts with 100, and it's kind of like a declining balance, and you can also get points to put yourself back up if it does come down. The biggest, most important thing for me is that students are in class, whether it's virtually or in the classroom, and are there doing what they're supposed to be doing. I don't want to say I'm an easy teacher. I will say I just am very much about getting to work and doing the things we need to do. And as long as we're kind of doing, I know this is an elective, I'm not trying to add a lot more stress to this situation of, that we're all in. So I kind of want to make this, I hope they look forward to coming to this course. It's kind of what I'm trying to get at with that. Our major topics: sports and entertainment marketing overview, economics and finance. We look at the different financial impacts of COVID. We'll definitely look at that. Different functions of marketing. I try not to go completely all sports because this is sports and entertainment. So we do look at things like, you can see this. This is an example of a project they did using, they're called Funko Pops. They made their own Funko Pops. They learned about, target markets and the 4 Ps of marketing, and how to manage their finances when they're creating or building or new products and things like that. We also talk about sponsorships, endorsements, and the biggest thing that I've heard from my students is when we start talking about career development and we have our guest speakers. So I've had a slew of guest speakers over the years. Marianne Laurel, who works for the NBA and has worked for the Knicks, is a former Fort Lee student who's currently in the NBA bubble. She actually got me those virtual seats, which is kind of cool. So she comes and talks to students. I have a friend, Jackie Goldner, who is she works at Bleacher Report and ESPN. So she is a great person to talk to, especially I find a lot of female students don't really know where to go in terms of jobs in sports and entertainment, especially in the sports side. And those two really have gone above and beyond their peers, and they really talk to the students, and the students get really into the questions they ask them and what they should study in college or what they should do or what clubs they should do. And those are just 2 of the guest speakers we've had. I have Wellington Smith, who comes in, who played basketball at West Virginia University on the Final Four team, and now he runs his own business with sports, like a AAU sports type of team that he runs, and club team. So I have him come and talk. So those guest speakers, they learn more from them sometimes than they learn from me, if I'm honest. Our classroom rules, okay, virtual policy. I just need everyone kind of be in the class when class starts. I go through the attendance, make sure everyone's there. Again, if there's an issue on a certain day, while we're virtual, as long as students really let me know, that's all I really just need to know. I need to know where they are, I need to know why they, and of course I'll be in touch with the parents if there's any problems, but it's the communication again that I said before. There really isn't a bathroom policy while we're remote. If you have to go to the bathroom, they can go to the bathroom. I'm not going to tell someone in their own house they can't go to the bathroom. When we're back in school, we just have a sign out. We keep track of that sort of thing. In the classroom, it's very important, especially now more than ever, no food. But we do have a lot of students that have allergies and things, and it's really important that we listen to that, we follow that. And respect, just respect me, respect the classmates. That's very important to me. Attendance policy in terms of work. For every day a student is absent, you'll receive the same amount of time to complete any missed work. During this kind of remote time, I post our class meetings, like what you're seeing right now, gets posted on our classroom. So if they're not in class, they can go and watch and read the transcript of class. And all the assignments are posted on Google Classroom. So Google Classroom info, I'm not going to spend a ton of time on this. Basically, as parents and guardians, you can get what's called a guardian summary. I've turned this on for this course. Only teachers and administrators can send these invitations. So you must receive and accept an invitation before you can receive these email summaries. And if you for some reason aren't getting them, you can reach out to me and indicate in the form that I emailed you guys to fill out. If you could indicate your email and let me know that you're not getting any of the guardian summaries, and I can put that on there for you. This is an example on the next slide, what it looks like. It might vary. So you'll see the missing work from a student and the upcoming work. And if you're signed up, if you're receiving them from multiple classes, you'll see it's broken up by class. And if you need more information about these guardian email summaries, just visit this link right here. This is like more of a Google thing than a Fort Lee thing. After school help. Okay, so I'm in a unique situation. I have an office at the high school, 206A. I'm not in there right now, obviously. But basically what all this slide says is if the student lets me know that they need extra help, I will do what I need to do to help them. On Thursdays, I'll stay late. I'll stay even later if they need me to. And in terms of email from parents and students, if I get it during the school day, I'll get back to you that day, I promise. As long as, even if it's just to say, I'll look at this tomorrow. I can't really, I'm doing this, or I'm out at a conference. I'll get back to you as soon as I can, or tomorrow morning, once I can kind of get the information that you need. If it is after 3 o'clock, there's a good chance I'll still get back to you before the end of the evening. If not, the latest would be the following morning. And again, that would, even if it was just, you know, this is an email just to say, I got your email. Let me go back and, you know, look at what you said, and I'll get back to you a little later. Again, this was me just talking, so I'm sure there'll be questions and comments this evening. Hopefully this is something you can look back on, this video. If you had any questions or you need to go, missed something tonight or didn't come tonight or anything, you guys are awesome. Your kids are awesome. Everyone is awesome. I know this isn't the easiest thing right now in any aspect. I'm sitting in an office in my in-laws' house because we moved here to save some money, and all of a sudden the 3 rooms became home offices for me, my mother-in-law, and my wife, who's also a teacher. So, you know, I know that this isn't easy. It's weird. I'll tell you, I told the kids that the first day when I saw all their heads in the little boxes on the screen. I said, this is weird, but this is, you know, this is going to make us, you know, better communicators, better learning different skills that they might not have right now in terms of the technology. So we're trying to make the best of it. Again, if you have any questions for me, feel free to reach out via email, phone, my extension. Other than that, I really look forward to this year. Have a great rest of your night, day, weekend, month, year, all of the above. Take care.